Oh yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You are GURSIMRAT Singh,
Yes, sir.
the medical doctor.
Yes.
Class 10, GPA 10 out of 10.
Yes, sir.
Lady Fatima. Very good. And then Pandra International School, right?
Yes, sir.
MBBS you passed out last year?
This year, sir.
This year.
Internship was delayed due to COVID 3 months. Just
must be
completed in 31st.
Preparing for PG also?
Yes, sir. Side by side.
कर रहे हो?
Sir, we have to start. This is my
Start.
first attempt, yes.
And you are a doctor family. Your father is a doctor. Your mother is a staff nurse.
Yes.
You got some appreciation letter also
Yes, sir.
in COVID
Yes, sir.
from Civil Surgeon Patela.
Yes, sir.
Good, very good, very good. So a doctor की सारी background करके, so why you want to indulge in the civil service? तो यार छोटे मोटे politicians का गल करनी पड़ी. Why you want to go into IAS?
Sir, I believe civil services provides a larger platform, wide platform and diversified fields to impact the society in a large manner. I see it as an extension of my service and all the work I have been doing.
Nick, can you elaborate upon that extension of your service and the work you are doing? Can you elaborate on this? What do you mean by this?
So I believe the work I am doing, the MBBS and the experience I have gained, so I can also use it in the civil administration and in discharging.
How will you do that? Tell me.
So the skills that I have acquired in medical science and also quality.
How will you use them? Do you think that as a SDM or as a DC you will go to hospital and check the patients?
So, but the skills and experience acquired, sir, it can be helpful in discharging my duties.
Experience and skill you require in a particular field,
yes,
like medicine, diagnosis,
yes,
surgery, and all, right? That is a skill. Now, how do you think that you will utilize as civil servants?
Sir, in formulating various policies and the skills of leadership and public dealing, and also the innovation. Sir, I can use
See, then anybody guarantee that you will be posted in health department? Suppose you are posted in police department, heading the police department or heading industry department, then?
Sir, the innovation in police also, sir, my forensics and crime investigation knowledge, it would aid me, sir.
Sir, okay. See, we have got many doctors in police departments, many doctors. Okay, na? Let's go and talk to them.
Yes.
How much skill and these things. There are somebody from AIMS or somebody from Maulana Abdul Kalaj and all. Let's go and ask them. Definitely scope of implementing this, the extension we are talking about. So you should come with a better answer of why do you want to change the profession from medical to that one, civil servants.
As a natural, since you are a doctor, so I have to ask you, you have worked in COVID.
Yes.
What is the meaning of COVID? COVID?
Sir, the term was given by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. So it was given the COVID.
What was that?
So from the SARS-CoV-2 virus, as per the WHO, so from there it was termed as COVID. And the coronavirus per se is the spherical virus is spherical, which also resembles the outer core of the sun. So the word
SARS stands for SARS.
Severe acute respiratory.
Sorry?
Severe acute
SARS.
Sir, severe acute respiratory syndrome.
You have worked for COVID. Huh?
Yes, sir.
In what capacity?
Sir, as an internship.
Sorry?
In my internship duties. So in COVID sampling, COVID isolation.
You must have heard of the vaccines.
Yes, sir.
Which are the more prominent vaccines?
So in India, we are having Covaxin and Covishield vaccine. Covishield from the Oxford AstraZeneca.
And there is a Pfizer in USA.
Yes, sir. And
what is the basic difference between Covishield and Covaxin?
Sir, Covaxin uses inactivated virus. It is an inactivated type of vaccine, and it is indigenously produced.
Is it RNA based or DNA based?
Sir, it is RNA based.
And Covishield is?
Covishield is, sir, vector based vaccine. It is from chimpanzee vector based adenovirus vaccine. Yes.
So it is something to do with DNA or RNA? You tell me that.
Sir, both are RNA vaccines, but it is from a vector, and it is the inactivated virus in Covaxin. Sir. That's the
and from biochemistry point of view,
yes, sir.
Can you tell me the difference in mechanism when they go inside the body?
Yes, sir. Sir, the inactivated virus, sir, it produces the response from it acts as an antigen, and the body reacts by forming the antibodies against that. In the vector virus, the virus is dead and the vector is taken. The part from the adenovirus is taken. That also produces the antibodies by reacting to the antigen in itself. The basic mechanism is same, sir, but the type of
when you
vaccine.
say antibodies,
Yes, sir.
some doctors tell me, I don't know anything.
Yes, yes.
IgG, somebody says IgM,
Yes, sir.
somebody says neutralizing antibodies.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the difference?
Yes, sir. So, firstly, the IgM antibodies, which are the primary response, it is released first in response to the antigen. After that, with a few days, IgG antibodies, which we take the antibodies test, IgG antibodies remain in the blood. So, that acts later. And neutralizing the antibodies neutralize the antigen. If there is a further exposure to the virus, then the antibodies work. That's how the vaccine works.
Have you heard of a medication given orally? There was remdesivir when you were working.
Remdesivir, yes.
Remdesivir. Now there is something orally given. Are you aware of that?
So molnupiravir is given.
Molnupiravir.
Molnupiravir. Yes.
Molnupiravir. You think it is safe to take it?
Sir, the field trials provide it is safe and efficacious, but it has to be tested, sir, on field.
ICMR says don't take it. Huh?
Sir, it is yet to be tested. Sir.
Okay. Yes. Madam.
GURSIMRAT, have you heard about Sustainable Development Goals?
Yes. Yes.
What are those?
Ma'am, the Sustainable Development Agenda was a continuity to the Millennium Development Goals in 2015. They call out for the 17 goals, which have to be completed by 2030, and it has 169 targets around various dimensions like health, education, poverty, hunger, gender equality, etc.
Okay, so out of all those 17 SDGs, which would you rate are of top priority for India?
Ma'am, SDG 3 of health, SDG 4 of education, and SDG 5 of gender equality. Also, SDG 12 related to climate change. These are the important ones.
From Indian perspective?
Yes.
What about the Sustainable Development Goal regarding poverty?
SDG 1 is also important, ma'am. India having a large population.
So, don't you think that it should be the most important one as of now?
Ma'am, due to the COVID also, I think health and education are foremost. Regarding poverty, we have been working since many. It is an ongoing process, but COVID has exacerbated the work towards health and education more.
Okay. As a civil servant, and if you have to contribute towards this SDG 4, that is education, how will you help?
Ma'am, as a civil servant, by implementing the policy, the new education policy of 2020, and also at grassroots level, the government schools, they are having
that is my question. It's good that you have straight away come to that very point. How can you improve the grassroots level schooling?
Ma'am, checking that grassroots level schooling is affordable, it is available, proper facilities are there, and the toilet facilities, the teachers are there, the students are there, the curriculum is there. All the facilities have to be taken care of, and the nodal officers
they are already there. They are already there. If you look at the data, if you look at the number of schools which are at primary level, middle school level or secondary level, there are already a huge number of schools. But still, if you look at the quality of education, there is a vast gap existing between the knowledge level of an urban student and a rural student. Where is the problem? Despite of the fact that infrastructure is there, toilets are there, toilets are being constructed.
Ma'am, the quality has to be improved as per the new education policy. The curriculum has to be improved, and the teachers also need to be trained so that they teach upon to that required level.
So you think that if there is implementation of new education policy, everything will fall in place?
Ma'am, I think it would be a good start that the quality education is provided.
What is so special about NEP?
Ma'am, it has points regarding according to the framework 5+3+3+4, and also the vocational education and training, it is being promoted.
Don't you think that this formula of 5+3+3 is basically to delay the production of the graduates, because we are having a big lag between the number of vacancies and the number of pass outs? So don't you think that it is just a framework to delay the graduation by 1 year, so that the reserve army, the number can be reduced?
It basically provides flexibility to the students as well, and also it promotes the National Research Foundation.
The question is what she is trying to hint upon, that how will the NEP help in school education? Forget about graduation and all. How will this help in improving the quality of a school education, especially first the primary, then the middle, and then the higher secondary school? See, practically, if you go to a school, primary school, fifth class, even the basics, reading, writing, mathematics, fractions, decimals, LCM, HCF. He has passed fifth class. He has gone to seventh class. He even come to matriculations, 10th class. But if you talk about LCM, you talk about HCF, you talk about a fraction, you talk about equivalent, which fraction is more, which fraction less. They don't know. Forget about NEP. Don't blame the NEP is the panacea of this problem. Okay, na? What to do improving this one? Facility is there, teachers are there. Let me tell you one thing. In Punjab, the government teachers are much more qualified than the teachers who are working in private schools.
Yes.
So the quality of teacher is very good. They have been trained once, twice, so many times they have been trained. But still, the quality is poor.
Yes,
There is
sir,
something else. There is something else which is ailing the whole system, the schooling system.
yes, so there are many factors, I believe. The NEP promotes the critical thinking aspect, and the dropouts, there is no dropout. So they are also bringing that back into mainstream. So these are the aspects which it covers. Also,
So you mean to say that NEP is one stand solution for
it is a good start.
improving?
It is a good start. More needs to be done on.
Okay, forget NEP. What else can be done?
Ma'am, the regular checking of the teachers, the staff is there. It isn't working. That can be done, and the regular. Also, there are other missions as well. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. There are other missions such as RT.
See, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, there was one blackboard program which was launched in late 80s. Each one teach one. There was a motto. These are the things which we learned during our school days.
Yes, ma'am.
Despite of the fact that these policies, these programs, these missions have been in place for so many years, still we are crying about the situation of education at the grassroots level. Where the problem is? Where is the lag?
The lack is in the teachers. The regular teachers are not coming there. The teachers need to be motivated, and also the children need to be
The
encouraged.
teachers, there is a huge army of teachers.
System teachers, the very strong union of teachers. Have you thought of it? And how to propose to tackle this problem?
So the administration needs to talk to them and encourage them that they need to educate and.
So yeah, there is a Krishna Kumar. He was Secretary Education and he was teaching also. Such honest officers. He did a lot of checking, this and that and all. I know. He was get out in his office for 24 hours. Police had to rescue him because of teachers. Finally, in the previous government, he went to PMO. Again, he has come. Captain Saab put him again in education department. Such an honest, sincere officer. And then he feels helpless in front of these unions. Do you have any solution for? Do you think to do something about this? How to do it? How to handle these situations?
Sir, the administration has to do it collectively with the teachers, and I think he might be satisfied, sir, with the good work he has done. So I think it brings satisfaction when you work. I think he wouldn't be unsatisfied with it.
In my thing, I think there has to be political will to take it on. See, avoiding a problem does not solve the problems. You have to take this problem head on.
Yes.
Simple ये बात है. Okay.
So yeah, you have lived in Patiala.
Yes.
Where is your father posted now?
He is currently deputy director in mental health, Chandigarh, DHS.
Directorate of Health.
And,
And your mother is posted where?
in dispensary Patiala, Model Town.
So anything special about Patiala? Are you aware? Why is Patiala famous?
Yes.
You know how Patiala name is there?
Sir, Patiala name is from it is composed of two words, Patti and Ala, which means the land of Allah, founded by Baba Ala Singh in 1763. Patiala is famous for Patiala Fulkari, Patiala Shahi turban, Patiala peg, and many other cultural places like Gurdwara Shri Dukh Nivaran Sahib and Kali Mata Devi Temple. And also it has the National Institute of Sports. Also universities like Punjabi University and Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Law.
Have you seen something called Baba Ala Singh ki Gaddi?
Sir, I am not.
Next time you go to the Killa,
Yes, sir.
go to the top floor, you will find Baba Ala Singh ki Gaddi.
Okay, sir.
It was set up by Baba Ala Singh.
Yes.
So the present, the descendants. So who is the present one?
Sir, Captain Amrinder Singh.
And beyond that?
Raninder Singh.
Yes, right. And what were your hobbies while you were in Patiala?
Sir, my hobbies, sir, I play basketball. I've been a national player of basketball. I perform bhangra.
Okay.
And I like to participate in declamations.
Participate in?
Declamations.
Did you participate as a medical student?
Yes, sir.
Till what level?
Third year, I participated into university level. And I spoke on mental health. Sir.
Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
A very difficult question for you.
Yes.
You see, it's very, for an ordinary person like me, it's very great profession to be in medicine. And it costs a lot of money and a lot of effort and a lot of dedication to go into MBBS.
Yes, sir.
And now you are deciding to go into civil services. Why?
Sir, I believe civil services provides a large and huge platform, work in diversified fields, and impact the society in a positive manner.
So you see, your parents have invested,
Yes, sir.
your institution has invested, society has invested.
Yes.
That investment, how will you utilize when you go to civil services?
Sir, I believe the investment put in me, sir, I'll do my best to my utmost capability with full sincerity, and I'll discharge my duties with full integrity, sir.
Why Maharaja Patiala lost election?
Why, sir? Pardon?
I very rarely go to Patiala, but when I go, you interact with ordinary people.
Yes.
And I'm nothing in favor of A or B party, but Maharaja is worshipped in Patiala,
Yes.
and he lost election there.
Sir, I believe the people of Punjab as a whole, they were looking for an alternative government because they were happy with the manifesto provided with them, and the alternative model of governance, they
Coming
wanted
to
a change.
elections,
Yes,
which election commissioner you remember most?
sir. Shri Karna Raju, present election commission, chief
Best
electoral,
election commissioner who has a great reputation.
sir, TN Seshan. TN Seshan.
Very right. And which best doctor you remember?
Doctor, sir.
Doctor.
Sir, my father, sir, as of now.
Very nice.
He is my
You see,
motivation.
you got a award
Yes, sir.
for your handling and working during COVID.
Yes, sir.
I salute them. It's a very great, dedicated and risky work.
Yes, sir.
And after that, what's your main experience?
Sir, in my 1-year internship period, I did work in COVID sampling, COVID isolation, and COVID control room duties. Also, I was given an opportunity to work for vaccine hesitancy. So, I worked with the Patiala Health Club page and also with the local ASHA and A&M workers, so that on social media work, that vaccine hesitancy and misinformation is not spread. And I worked on that part, sir.
I have no idea about the government, what it does and what it does not do. But I do feel that anybody who recovered from COVID, he thought that doctor is a god
Yes, sir.
and nurse is a goddess.
Yes,
They saved people.
yes,
You belong to a family.
yes.
How do you want to go away from it?
Sir, as I said, I have been serving there, and I believe it is an extension of my positive work I have been doing, sir. So I provide, civil service also provides a platform to work at the grassroots level, and I can still contribute to the society.
Why did you select Bhangra as a profession?
Sir, for me, Bhangra
You
is
know
as
it.
Yes, sir.
You are an export quality.
Yes.
Immediately you will be taken up in Britain or Canada if you are a good Bhangra dancer.
Sir, I have not explored it professionally, but I do it
You know
as a hobby and stress buster.
That's just a hobby.
Sir, I do it as stress buster.
You
and
wrote
physical
somewhere that you are very fond of Punjabi literature.
Yes.
Any great writer of Punjabi?
Sir, my favorite is Amrita Pritam. Amrita Pritam.
Oh, she is my age, older than me. Nowadays, somebody who's alive.
Lately, sir, I like works
I
of
remember
Baba
one of the
Farid and
interviews
Amrita
I asked the guy, he said, Phule Shah. And because people talk that he is one of the Punjabi writers. No. Amrita Pritam was. Anybody who is writing now.
Sir, I have not read the recent writing.
And he has written, or he used to write poems which are written on the beautiful plants and trees in Punjabi University, Patiala.
Sir, I met some of the professors like Professor Bhutta Singh and Professor Rahi Singh. Sir, I know about them.
If you compare Bhaivir Singh and Amrita Pritam and Mohan Singh and the great Shiv Kumar Batalvi, who is your favorite?
Sir, I think they are of different genres. Bhaivir Singh, they are of different genres. I personally like Amrita Pritam work, but Bhaivir Singh belongs to Rahaswad, and Amrita Pritam is of more of romanticism and progressivism, and these are the writers. Mohan Singh was also of
Does
romanticism.
it give you an advantage as a doctor or an administrator to know Punjabi?
Sir, Punjabi being my mother tongue, I can easily converse with the local background, local people, and also, sir, it is provides me recreation. Also taught me many teachings of Gurbani and great Sufi saints like Baba Farid. It would
If you were to
eventually help
do
me.
masters in after MBBS, let's say,
Yes.
it's an example, and which area you would like to select?
Sir, I'll serve in dermatology. Dermatology,
I see.
skin.
Any top dermatologist in Patiala?
Yeah, sir, Dimple Chopra, HOD.
Before that,
Sir, I know her only right now.
you know Dr. Handa?
Dr. Handa, yes, sir.
You heard of him?
Yes, sir.
So tell me how this Taran Taran, you have been there in Taran Taran?
Sir, I was born there.
How? Your father belongs to Patiala or?
Sir, my Bua lives there.
So you are born Taran Taran,
Yes.
proper Taran Taran.
Yes.
There may be questions from Taran Taran, you must be knowing it.
Yes, sir.
These combined living services, this is regarding doctors or what?
Yes, sir.
And UPSC conducts this one,
Yes,
combined defense services. This is for taking doctors in medical services in army.
Yes, sir. Sir, it is for CDS. CDS is for they give a lieutenant rank, sir.
No, but you will be serving in the army medical corps.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Now tell me, do you read, must be reading newspapers?
Yes, sir.
Which newspaper you read?
Sir, I read Times of Indian Express.
If I ask you during the last 15 days, 1 month, what are the main important incidents or happenings in the world? What is going around?
Sir, at the international level, sir, I believe Russia-Ukraine crisis is a burning issue. Other than that, sir, the recent criminal amendment bill, sir, the Sri Lanka is facing an emergency, and sir, the oil prices have been on the rise. So
Very nice.
the AFSPA, Armed Forces Special Powers Act, it has been reduced in some of areas of Northeast.
Right.
These are the issues.
And in Russia, Ukraine,
Yes, sir.
what is the core issue according to you?
Sir, the core issue is the NATO forces, which was formed in 1949. So the NATO is there is an apprehension that it would extending eastwards, and Ukraine being a buffer state, the Russia is apprehensive that Ukraine may add to the NATO forces, believing their interests. So that is the major crisis, sir. So Russia invaded.
What do you know about Ukraine from economic point of view? What are the strong points of Ukraine?
Sir, as in my limited understanding, I know it houses medical graduates also. Medical graduates go and study there.
Right,
so
right.
it is many foreign graduates of medical engineering go there and study.
And natural resources?
Natural resources also, sir, it is rich in many mineral and natural resources, so oil and etc.
It's the second largest exporter of wheat.
Yes. And also nearby to sea of Azov.
What do you think of India's role in the whole thing?
Sir, India, in my opinion, took a very pragmatic and principled stance by balancing its ties with Russia, which has been an old strategic ally. And also, we were the first one to send the humanitarian aids to Ukraine. So I think India took a very pragmatic stance, but it can engage more by putting both the parties on the table. And as India believes there should be no escalation of war, so I think India can engage more proactively, sir, or by forming with like-minded countries. Sir.
Very nice. Or
Do you think that the way COVID was managed,
Yes, sir.
the management of the COVID or medical these things, it could have been managed in a better manner, or was it okay?
Sir, as of the first wave, sir, it was India is having a huge population, so it was a tremendous challenge, and nobody has faced pandemic yet. So in the first wave, we were unprepared, and the huge lockdown was imposed, which was justified, sir. In the second wave, I believe more of the planning should have been there. So there should have been no oxygen shortage, and the more, as in some cases of Maharashtra, Dr. Rajendra Baharud, etc. They planned it well. So I think the oxygen shortage and other things should have been planned beforehand. But as of now, we have the largest immunization program. 60 to 70% of the population is being vaccinated. Also, other age groups like 12 to 14 age groups are being into the pipeline of vaccination. So I think as of now, we are well prepared if another wave knocks
Another
our
wave
doors.
comes.
Gursimrat,
Is there likelihood of some other way?
Sir, as COVID is an RNA virus, so it has a tendency to mutate as the season changes, and it mutates very frequently. So I believe another wave can come in June or July. And also there is a new variant already in UK, XE variant.
Gursimrat, you said that lockdown was justified, but can you justify the way it was announced?
Ma'am, I think there should be more. There could have been economic and other planning should have been there before, and
What
the
do you
states could
think-
have been taken into consideration.
Okay. What do you think was the worst thing about the lockdown?
Ma'am, the essential service. Firstly, there was a panic situation as nobody, and the essential services were disrupted. Yes.
That was the worst. Migration.
Yes.
We talk about the term migration, and there is a term counter migration. Migration is usually from the rural areas to the urban areas. But the lockdown, it triggered reverse streams of migration, and people started moving from urban areas to the rural areas. And the way it was imposed, definitely people were hanging, they were left hanging in the lurch. They did not know how to reach their own places. So they were walking thousands of kilometers back to their home.
Yes.
So that's the thing.
That was an apathy.
अब आपको ये कहेंगे कि थोड़ी देर के लिए बाहर चल जाइए,
You go out. I will call you again.
एक मन में और लीजिए. While you are outside, please think in your mind. कुछ आपने पूछना है.
हमसे पूछ रहे हैं कुछ. हाँ.
Okay.
This is your first time
Yes.
you are appearing in civil services. No, you are not a hardcore civil servant.
Yes. Sir.
You see the point?
Yes. Sir.
Prepare a question which you would ask. Maybe we'll like to help.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you,
Fine.
sir.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. यार ये पहली चॉइस आईपीएस क्यों करी थी?
Sir, there are three reasons for it. Sir, I have been and I am passionate about police and policing as service.
Okay, why?
Also, my maternal uncle is serving as an IPS officer in Punjab. So he
What
has
is
been a
what
source
is
of
his name?
inspiration. Gurinder Singh Tallon,
अच्छा.
अच्छा, Gurinder Singh.
अच्छा. Where is he posted now?
IG crimes.
IG crime. अच्छा.
And thirdly, sir, IPS provides tremendous challenges and opportunities to serve in various fields of crime investigation, law and order intelligence, which
If
have
you are
interested.
posted to JNK or something like Northeast, then what will you do?
Sir, I'll take it as a challenging job and I'll be happy, sir.
देखो गुरसिमरत ना,
Yes.
देखो when you go and face the UPSC board, the first thing they are going to grill you is being a doctor, why do you want to shift to civil services? And the answer you gave, apply this thing. In IAS, you have better chances to implement this, apply that one. But when it comes to IPS, it's a very straight jacket job. Here, very little chance for you this thing to do that. तो इसके लिए ज़्यादा तैयार रहो आप. Contradiction कहीं नहीं हो जाए. First question and then second question में.
By civil service and then by IPS.
हाँ,
ये पता है कुछ नहीं पूछना है
पूछना
उन्होंने.
ही पूछना है.
तू आईपीएस क्यों पढ़िया?
हाँ.
डॉक्टर पढ़ के इधर क्यों आना चाहना भाई?
हाँ.
ये गला पूछनी पूछनी है. पटियाले बारे.
पटियाला बारे
जो भी कोविड बारे. कोविड यू आर सेइंग कोविड ਦਾ सर्टिफिकेट मिले. कोविड ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਪੁੱਛਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਹਾਂ. उतनी तैयारी कर लो.
इनफैक्ट जिस टाइम सर ने आपसे SARS का फुल फॉर्म पूछा था,
हाँ.
you were stuck.
हाँ. सार्स.
You were not able to remember what C stands for.
SARS.
है ना, तो वो सॉरी SARS, तो what S stands for, तो आपको एटलीस्ट वो वाली क्लैरिटी होना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. एंड बीइंग अ डॉक्टर योरसेल्फ, तो वो तो बहुत
और
ज्यादा
ये कोविड जो नाम दिया गया ना, बड़ी साइंटिफिक नाम है. कोई इज फ्रॉम आई थिंक कोरोना एंड
कुछ है जी,
कुछ है, आप उसको जरा
मालूम
स्टडी
पड़ा।
कर लो।
ये भी स्टडी कर लो, COVID क्या होता है।
हाँ,
और उस टाइम इनफैक्ट यू वर मम्बलिंग, तो वो
हाँ,
मम्बलिंग जो है ना
हाँ
वो
जी,
थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है ना, वो
एक
mumble-
लेटर का नहीं मुझे पता था।
तो वो बीच
बाद में
में
याद आया।
एंड हाँ एंड यू वर मम्बलिंग एंड यू वर मोर ऑफ टॉकिंग टू योरसेल्फ रादर देन गिविंग आंसर टू द पैनल, तो वो नेगेटिव चला जाता है। एक चीज है द वे यू स्पीक, थोड़ा सा स्लो डाउन हो जाओ, मतलब डोंट ट्राई टू स्पीक फास्ट, क्योंकि जिस टाइम हम तेज बोलने की कोशिश करते हैं ना उसमें मम्बलिंग के चांसेस ज्यादा हो जाते हैं एंड जो क्लैरिटी ऑफ स्पीच है वो कम हो जाती है।
कर लो सर।
सो उसमें कई बार ना स्ट्रेन करना पड़ता है कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू आर ट्राइंग टू से।
Okay.
सो हैव अ स्लो पेस एंड ट्राई टू बी लाउड, मतलब टॉप ऑफ द वॉइस भी नहीं चिल्लाना है लेकिन एटलीस्ट थोड़ा सा वॉइस जो है आपका वो स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए। आई रियली लाइक वन फैक्ट, जिस टाइम सर आपसे पटियाला के बारे में ग्रिल कर रहे थे, आई ऑल्सो बिलोंग टू पटियाला, आई एम बोर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप इन पटियाला
अच्छा,
and same school Fatima. I passed out in 96.
अरे वाह।
First time Dhawan ma'am, Gandhi
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am,
Sahuja
Gandhi,
ma'am,
Bindu ma'am.
physics, हाँ ये लोग हुआ करते थे। तो जब सर ने आपसे पूछा पटियाला का मीनिंग, पटियाला आपने पूरा बता दिया, ढंग से बता दिया। द कॉन्फिडेंस विद विच यू सेड ना 1763, दैट वाज ऑसम, कोई भी बिलीव कर लेगा। इट वाज 1753।
मैम
अच्छा,
गूगल
अच्छा।
पे 63 है।
गूगल पे विकिपीडिया में देखा,
Yes, ma'am.
तो विकिपीडिया तो कंसिडर करो ही मत ना, विकिपीडिया इज नॉट अ नॉलेज सोर्स।
Yes, ma'am.
ये मेरा एक एडवाइस है, व्हेनेवर यू हैव टू लुक फॉर द इंफॉर्मेशन काइंडली डू नॉट लुक एट विकिपीडिया, क्योंकि वो एडिटेबल है, anyone can write anything there. It is not some valid sources. It is 1753 पहले कच्चा किला बनाया गया था सर।
अच्छा जी।
I did a complete research on that. In fact किले के पास मेरा घर है
Very nice.
and I belong to a family who had been Raj Jyotishi in Maharaja Bhupinder Singh's court.
मैडम मैं 4 साल DC रहा हूँ।
तो ओके,
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
तो हमारा तो मतलब वो राजघराने के साथ ही कनेक्शन रहा था। तो आई डिड अ लैंड यूज इन्वेजन पेपर ड्यूरिंग माय मास्टर्स, तो वो बहुत ज्यादा अप्रिशिएट भी हुआ था। इनफैक्ट देन लाइक हेरिटेज के ऊपर था, तो इट वाज आई प्रेजेंटेड इन द कॉन्फ्रेंस आल्सो। तो 1753 में उन्होंने कच्चा किला बनाया था एंड इट वाज आफ्टर 2 इयर्स 54 में ये जो नया किला है वो बनना स्टार्ट हुआ। पहले बना किला अंदरूनी, उसके बाद बना किला बाहरी, बाहर वाला मुबारक जो है। तो जो किला अंदरूनी है जहाँ पे सर कह रहे थे कि बाबा आला सिंह की गद्दी भी है और वहाँ पे जोत भी जलती है, जो उनकी अखंड जोत है,
अखंड जोत है।
अखंड जोत है,
तूनी भी है जी।
हाँ धूनी भी है। एंड अगर आपको उसकी हिस्ट्री के बारे में एक और पता है तो पटियाला में फ्लड्स एवरी 4 years डिजास्टर्स फ्लड्स यूज्ड टू कम। वो जो बड़ी नदी छोटी नदी है वहां पे, ये बेसिकली जो ये सुखना चो आ रही है ना, ये चो की ही एक्सटेंशन है वहां पे। हाँ।
जयंती की राव जी।
सब 2 है ना, एक सुखना चो है और एक ये जो है इसके बीच में चंडीगढ़ है। तो डिजास्टर फ्लड्स आते रहे हैं, तो वो जो जोत है वहां पे ये राजघराने के लोग जाके चूड़ा चढ़ाते हैं सोने का।
अच्छा, आपको पता नहीं कब चढ़ाया था?
नदी को सर 94 में चढ़ाया था लास्ट, उसके बाद तो फ्लड्स ही नहीं है ना पटियाला में सर। लास्ट फ्लड तो 94 में आए हैं, उसके बाद वहां पे एनुअल फ्लड आने।
पहले कब चढ़ाया था जी?
सर कब?
उससे पहले कब चढ़ाया था जी?
उससे पहले तो सर अब इतना तो मेरे को डिटेल याद नहीं। ओके ओके,
मैडम मैंने कराया
अच्छा 88 में,
88 मैंने कराया
88 में।
and he refused. He said this is ridiculous.
हाँ
I have never done it. My father used to do it. तो मैं तो लोग मुझे पूछते तू IAS अफसर है, ये क्या काम कर रहा है? मैंने चढ़वाया जी नाथसूड़ा और it went down.
ओके
मैं बताऊंगा आपको।
ओके।
मैं
सो
चढ़वाया,
एटलीस्ट
नाथसूड़ा
पटियाला के बारे में आपको और इन्फॉर्मेशन आप
IAS
बिगिन
बनकर ऐसे
करो,
काम भी करने पड़ते हैं।
आप बिगिन करिए, ठीक है। एंड डू नॉट रिलाई अपॉन विकिपीडिया सोर्सेज।
बुक में लिखा हुआ 2
Yes.
पेज कुछ बन सकते।
आप वहां से देखो, तो ये वाला चीज था। तो ये 1-2 पॉइंट्स थे जो मैंने वो देखे। एंड देन जो वो सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स का था ना, तो पॉवर्टी यू मिस, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। आज की डेट में इंस्टेड ऑफ रिड्यूसिंग द नंबर ऑफ पीपल लिविंग बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन, हमारा तो नंबर बढ़ता जा रहा है। और हम लोग बहुत बड़ा प्राइड लेते हैं इस फैक्ट में कि यू नो वी आर फीडिंग मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल। शेमफुल थिंग, डिपेंडेंसी इतनी ज्यादा है, हम लोगों को खाना खिला रहे क्यों? सो वी आर लैगिंग इन लॉट मेनी फ्रंट्स। तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा ना क्लैरिटी, आप SDGs को पढ़ें अच्छे ढंग से, क्योंकि आप जिस फील्ड को बिलोंग करते हैं, हंगर है, एजुकेशन है, देन पॉवर्टी है, हेल्थ है, ये सारे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स हैं।
इसमें मैं
कि when you answer a questions, You don't venture into something where you are weak. Like यहाँ पर अपने education पे चले गए, NEP पे चले गए, NEP पे आप strong नहीं थे, ठीक है ना, और education में venture कर गए, वहाँ पर ये जो board members है ना, वो आपको पकड़ लेते जा जहाँ पर वो कमजोर हो, तो आप जब एक सवाल दे रहे हो ना, तो try to answer in such a manner, ऐसे points mention को जहाँ पे strong हो आप, तो उस पर सवाल पूछेंगे, and we are strong on that, तो आपके फेवर में जब चलता जाएगा, कहीं वीक पॉइंट जहाँ कमजोर हो वो मेंशन करोगे ना, तो उस पर वो चले जाएंगे, जैसे आज हुआ आपका
एनईपी पे बहुत बुरी तरह से फंसे।
मुझे तो हेल्थ पे पूछोगे, फिर एजुकेशन पे चला गया।
You don't need, you are not expected to know about NEP and all that. You know, but if you say मैं कोविड काम कीता है, then you should know what is Covaxin and what is Covishield, पता ही होना चाहिए। Now you tell me मैं कोविशील्ड की 2 लगवाइयां हुई हैं, थर्ड में लोग कहते फाइजर दी वाला है, ये टोके।
सर इट इज सेड कि सेम वैक्सीन यू शुड वही ही बूस्टर लगवानी चाहिए, इट इज सेड दैट,
बट आई हैव हर्ड द ऑपोजिट, उस जैसे कि ये डिफरेंट लगवाओगे यू गेट बेटर एंटीबॉडी।
नहीं सर, आई बिलीव उसको एंटीजन का फर्क होता है,
आई हैव नो आईडिया पढ़ लो।
और मेरा ओपिनियन, मैं जहाँ तक समझता हूँ ना, इफ यू वांट टू वेरी इन यूपीएससी एग्जामिनेशन, आप एक डॉक्टर हो तो डेफिनेटली ये कोविड पे सवाल होगा ही होगा, कोवैक्सीन पे सवाल होगा, और आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट है, ठीक है ना, तो ट्राई टू ड्रॉ देम ऑन दैट डायरेक्शन, कोविड साइड में, वैक्सीन साइड में, मैनेजमेंट के साइड में, ट्राई टू ड्रॉ देम ऑन दैट, ताकि आपका 20-25 मिनट अगर इस पर चला जाता है, वेयर वी आर स्ट्रॉन्ग, यू कैन डू वेरी वेल।
उसे जो मैंने काम किया है, ठीक है मुझे पता,
हाँ, ले जाने तो उनको बोर्ड को अपनी प्लस पॉइंट में ड्रॉ करके ले जाओ, ना कि वो आपको आपके वीक पॉइंट्स में ले जाए। मुझे ध्यान रखो,
कोई मैं आसान काम किया, मुझे पता क्यों बना।
कोई आप बताओगे, आई एम वीविंग ए क्वेश्चन।
सर मैंने ये पूछना था, इसको कैसे हैंडल करूं?
नो 3 क्वालिटीज जो नॉन फिजिकल हो बॉडी वाइज ना, जो आप समझते हैं कि एक अच्छे पुलिस ऑफिसर में होनी चाहिए, व्हाट आर दोस 3?
सर फर्स्ट वुड बी लीडरशिप क्वालिटी, लीडरशिप एंड टीम वर्क, लीडरशिप क्वालिटी एंड टीम वर्क। Second would be integrity, quality of integrity. Third would be decision making and strong mental health.
What is the other way around?
5-10 मिनट।
Ethics.
Yes, sir. Ethics and integrity.
Number 2, obedience.
Yes.
You know, like these are the kind of things which a police officer has to develop over a period of time.
Yes, sir.
ये एक ऑर्डर है, हो गया खत्म,
Yes.
ठीक है? Now you come back to your question.
Sir, I had to ask how to answer this. That why from doctors, you have government has spent so much on you, and why now you have come civil services?
ये तो क्वेश्चन तो पूछने ही होते हैं।
Sir, how to answer it in efficient manner? क्या वर्ड यूज करूँ?
जवाब दिया।
देखो, उसमें एक सवाल जरूर देखो, अब थोड़ा सा सिमिलरिटी देखो बिटवीन ए डॉक्टर एंड द जॉब ऑफ ए पुलिसमैन, व्हिच व्हाट योर फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस इज। डॉक्टर में भी इमरजेंसी काफी हैंडल करते हो, एंड यू हैव टेक वेरी क्विक डिसीजन, है ना, ऑन द टाइम, on the spot, you have to take decision which it should be a right one. हल्का सा आप मिस्टेक करते हो and then it become fatals. पुलिस सर्विस में भी बहुत ज़्यादा होता है।
Yes, sir.
पुलिस सर्विस में भी many a times at SP level or even DIG level now, you have to do firefighting.
Yes, sir.
You have to take good decisions. तो बोलो कि हम जो मेडिकल के रूप में हम जो किए हैं ना, taking decision right, maybe this will be helpful to you in police department. So this can be one point which you can say.
Can I talk about the forensic knowledge?
Why not?
Yes.
Forensics.
Yes.
yes.
Forensic knowledge will help you. Yeah.
And about mental and physical health.
हाँ, या और दूसरी बात है ना कि बीइंग ए पुलिस ऑफिसर, सी जैसे आप सिविल सर्विस मान लो कि नेचुरली दे विल कंपेयर बिटवीन IAS एंड IPS, डेफिनेटली दे आर गोइंग टू इट, बिकॉज 99.9% पर्सन फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस विल बी IAS. IFS has gone to third place many times, IAS and then IPS. Now you are going against the stream, you know, this and that. तो इस पर सोल्व हुआ। दूसरी बात ये है ना कि when you are an IAS officer, you take policy decisions which has got a long decision period and long time effects. In police, you have to take quick decisions. Suppose there is a mob, ठीक है ना, you have to take quick decisions, fast decisions, and the impact of what decision you take or what you do, maybe community policing, maybe law and order things, maybe investigations, it gives you quick result. तो अगर मान लीजिए आपने कोई स्टेप लिया, immediately you can see कि हाँ this bearing fruits. While in other in civil services it takes time. तो बोलो कि I have a passion for that. So this will satisfy me. That can be second point. आप वहीं पर रुक जाना, बस आगे मत जाओ. जितना बढ़ाने की कोशिश करूँगा वो पकड़ते जाएंगे.
Yes, sir. These can be the 2 points. Yes.
चलो
Be concise and precise.
Yes, ma'am.
आपका concise होना चाहिए आंसर, छोटा होना चाहिए, precise to the point. Because whatever you are answering, the next question is coming from the same answer.
Yes, ma'am. Repeat correct.
जितना ज़्यादा elaborate करोगे, तो उतना ही आप opportunity दे रहे हो to ask more questions.
Let them ask separate questions, different questions.
Yes,
ठीक
sir.
है. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
मैडम